Okay, so what we have now?
Yeah, so that's second
part of
the song. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of a melodic and lyrical climax to the album. It's like everything like builds up to it thematically. I think it's kind of a conclusion to a lot of the lyrical themes on the album, and I think it's also the part that brings this song together, that glues everything together because it's a big breather. It adds a lot of dynamics to the song, I think, to have this section in the middle.
100%. Some of my absolute favorite vocal parts in here.
Yeah, I think melodically it works. It's a very strong section. And so,
yeah, I love it. And I remember when we were recording it, it was, really changed the song for me. First of all, it completely flipped it on its head from I really don't like this to, oh, this is a really strong one.
There's something, yeah.
Let's maybe hear a little bit of this, yeah, maybe without like all of the big metal stuff behind it.
You are the night and the sun, and after all, life's just begun. But can't you see there's nothing more I could give? I love you and I'll always love you, but your trust is held up by vague memory.
That third chord was very spicy in the arrangement, and that led us with Julien to bring this whole clean guitar section down because it was too spicy in terms of notes.
Because that was all. Like even here when we were just listening in solo on all of this stuff. I mean,
I like it, but it's
it's a lot.
Fights a bit with the rest of the guitar.
Was this all written out before you wrote out the vocal, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I had those two guitar sections written out, and up until the very last moments of the recording process, I didn't know which would be the main one.
Oh. Okay, so we have this. Almost like a leprosy kind of thing, and then okay, and then we have this choir. Tape start. Okay, more of a pad than a real choir, and then when the singing starts.
That's basically the entire harmonic content of this section, apart from the vocals.
This part, yeah, because the guitars
are kind of in the back and a bit sparse,
and they have so much distortion that you don't really notice anymore what's kind of going on note-wise. Love this part, and then we go into this. It's kind of the same structure as the first part, meaning like a verse, interlude verse, kind of thing. But so we have this space dessert,
which is a very lame neoclassical guitar solo.
La meilleure truc qui se foire sur la dernière. Oh là là. La déconfiture.
Yeah, I was just listening. Here, I think what's the most interesting is the rhythm element.
Yeah.
Quite low gain guitars. Booga booga.
Nice.
Problem with Pablo being in Canada
Is that no one is going to...
is that no one is ever going to learn this shit. He is such a unique drummer.
And Pablo has a very, very strong understanding of what the section is about and where should the emphasis be according to the guitars and the bass and stuff like that. So that's how he writes his parts. And someone else playing the same parts without having this knowledge in mind would not sound the same at all.
Yeah, that would be so much harder. Like when you play with him, he knows his parts to the hit by heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we go into this all the tentacles apparently. All right, we have this guy's.
Look around, in the wake of a future you're bound to refuse. And stand your ground, for as long as mankind wins, human shall lose.
A lot of really cool production techniques in here. So we start with this kind of a little bit impersonal approach, distant, because we have 4 voices, 2 leads left, right, 2 harmonies left, right, and I think no, that's it. And then on kind of in the middle of the phrasing, and like in the spot where it really needs to hit, we go back to a main lead. And here we really wanted it to be alone, to be as raw as possible.
Yeah.
Listen now! Find comfort in those simple words. Call them into your skin. Nothing will ever matter. Nothing fucking matters.
Le genre bien 4 mesures.
Ok.
Et puis éloigne-toi un peu. Pas énormément non plus, tu vois, genre à la fin tu finis un pas et demi en arrière.
Ok.
Donc tu peux même le faire juste avec le haut du corps, quoi.
Ok.
Nothing ever matters. Nothing fucking matters. Nothing ever matters.
Whew, this always gives me goosebumps.
That's a cool section.
So cool. So well, before we get there, the rhythmically here is really fun. I mean, it's just kind of up, very up tempo,
Simple.
going for it.
Yeah,
Simple-ish.
in its approach.
Yeah. Je ferai pas. Putain, non, ça meurt. Bah, c'est déjà d'avant. J'ai beaucoup joué aujourd'hui. Non, sorry.
Tu vas pas?
Non. Mais c'est juste parce que là, ça commence à brûler.
Tu vas faire après le repas?
Je pense que je vais le faire un autre jour. Parce que là, ça va.
Tu veux essayer de le faire vite fait?
Hein?
Tu veux essayer de le faire vite fait?
Ouais, si tu veux, hein.
Je vois ce que tu veux dire.
It's pretty much a 2-chord section. I mean,
Yeah, very simple. Yeah, sounds nice though.
Beautiful. Dun, dun, dun. I love that.
Bringing back those Spore chords.
This is not. We don't go down in tempo.
Yeah,
We go up. It's just it was for the click.
Watching you.
So instead of having 212, we just decided to have 106. So, but this is a pretty big jump, and it's a really fun one because at the same time we go. The feel is a half time feel.
Yeah, it sounds sludgier.
It sounds sludgier, even though it's a lot faster. And the drums here just go nuts.
Very important. As I mentioned during the Satellites video, I'm a sucker for those very slow riffs with very fast double bass underneath.
You love those, huh?
Yeah, love them.
That was a bitch. That was a bitch.
I think from this moment on, up until the acoustic outro, it was basically recording one bar after the other for many situations, or a couple of bars.
Poor Pablo coming out of those brrrr, and then he has to do this. Again, like it's one of those things that I would never think of.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
that's
It's a Pablo thing.
crazy mind.
Yeah.
I think what I did like with, especially like throughout the entire album, but with this section and everything that follows notably, is that none of us had any actual ego about how to perform this. We were just looking for an effect,
Absolutely.
for a finished product, and not for a performance.
Je peux soit essayer de jouer comme il faut quand même une fois, ou sinon, en gros, ce qui va se passer, c'est que va y avoir le kick d'une partie et les mains de l'autre, quoi.
Et c'est parce que t'as des différences entre le kick et le
Ouais,
haut.
parce qu'en fait, le kick, lui, suit pas de grid. Je préviens aussi déjà pour l'editing, c'est vraiment juste une accélération progressive, alors que le haut, lui, fait juste des triolets de... Bah ouais, alors le warp speed c'est le fameux truc qui va être bizarre.
Tout à fait. Mais celui-là ça avait l'air de sortir sans trop de problème.
Alors de toute façon ça c'est un truc, comme ça tu sais, où ça sera probablement quantize à mort.
Tu penses ouais?
Parce que les guitares aussi. Parce que ça va juste être le gros bordel de... Il faut que ça fasse exactement... Boum bim boum 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 tin ta 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 faut que ça soit vraiment pile poil tout ensemble quoi. Donc alors, je vais quand même essayer de l'avoir le plus droit possible. Comme ça, tu sais.
Bien sûr.
So up here we also, for this kind of rising thing, we also have this. I see why it's so unpleasant.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good stuff. Okay, I think that's... Oh, yeah. Every time you see a sound design thing, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Three different ones, of
Three
course.
different explosions.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And what synth? Sure. Yeah, this was absolutely necessary for this section.
Yeah, it was.
All right, and that leads us right into like the second weirdo.
Yeah,
Weirdo
beginning of the
moment.
third section of the song, and
So we have this.
and to be fair, those effects layers, they help make us sound tighter.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Yeah, because what's going on here in the bass and guitars is ridiculous. Okay, not more than what's coming after, but
Yeah.
and
Voilà.
And this part, I'm pretty sure you played on bass because it was just, yeah, like this whole ending, as you can see. Roman!
C'est un 7-4, donc 2 7-4. Sérieux?
Because I couldn't be bothered to learn
Yeah,
this.
it was.
So indeed, this was, yeah, you see, half a bar. I think we did some like longer takes and then I chose the best parts, but even then it was pretty much bar per bar, yeah. Very angry mosquitoes, yeah.
Very angry mosquitoes again, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it your like Born of Osiris fandom or?
I think it's.
That was a trap.
I hate Born of Osiris. I think it's. I don't think I had an influence in mind for this. Just I wanted it to sound super chaotic and dense and faster and without any actual pattern, just to make it disorienting for anyone listening. And it was
Successful, I think.
basically just working bar after bar, and up until I had a couple of minutes of this shit, and to gradually increase the tempo with
pieces,
some specific steps I wanted to achieve. Like
Some milestones, yeah.
Milestones, exactly. Yeah, some specific milestones I had in mind, but in between those milestones, just like writing a lot of notes.
Okay.
I actually think I mean, like this part, funny enough, is super catchy. I think it's really fun. I did really like my name for it, asteroid belt. 'Cause
Yeah,
it really feels like you're trying to
very
dodge
fitting.
an asteroid every other second.
Yeah.
And then we go into the second kind of half of that particular riff.
encore un peu plus séparer les notes. T'utilises quoi? Comme onglet.
Clic.
Max Grip.
C'est avec ça peut-être. Je pense que le Max Grip est quand même.
Ouais.
C'est mieux.
Oui.
Are we starting to get also a bit of that distortion effect on the whole track?
Yes, yes.
This was something that we had in mind from the start, but we kind of left till the end of the mixing.
Yeah.
To like the ending of this was supposed to sound broken,
Yeah.
broken. So music was supposed to already sound really weird and brokenish, and then on the mix end, like let's just distort the whole thing,
Yeah,
make it
gradually.
almost unlistenable.
Yeah, throughout this entire section, the vocal layering and the effects just add some density.
Very helpful to the guitars, I'm sure.
Angry and epileptic mosquitoes.
Ah, that was really cool though.
Oui, il est un peu en retard quand même.
Ouais.
L'autre côté. Nice. De la musique intéressante.
Yeah, and then we go to the really
Yeah.
heavy bits.
Very ooga booga primitive riff. Again with the Spore chords on top.
Yeah, this little thing here.
That riff was very difficult to record. I can get it kind of right when I'm in good shape, but this was the end of the day, and my wrist was just done. It wouldn't respond, so it was like.
Oh, yeah?
That's actually my limit, my upper limit of galloping.
Fais une pause. L'enfer.
Oh, I remember this. I think it was here where we did like a synth thing. No,
It was on magnets,
that was on Magnets.
but
Yeah.
maybe we used the same.
That was
tune.
nah. Maybe it was just a no. I think this sounded like a poorly tracking synth pedal.
Yeah, that's an easier part to play than what we do on guitars. Lazy fuck.
This is a performance, man. Do you remember how this was done?
No,
No idea.
no idea.
This is one of those long sessions with
this
Pablo.
entire session for the end of Commensal Fall with Pablo was just like a lot of improv and just not overthinking anything.
Not worrying too much about harmony here.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. And then we go to the sort of
Second ramp up.
almost the last one. Which is a callback, of course, to this.
Starting from here, we have a lot of extra guitars that play some crazy stuff that really add to the mix.
Ah, let's check it out.
Yeah, and the effects are quite funny as well here, I think. Absurd. I mean, all those layers are very different in terms of frequencies, and I think they all play a big role in having this big wall of sound.
And this is like one of those cool things that you can do when you have a lot of your ideas of extra layers written out beforehand in a Guitar Pro or something, because you already have the MIDI.
Plan ahead.
And you just drop that same MIDI and maybe put it an octave higher, octave lower, maybe a third higher, but you already have all of the rhythms and all of the intentions in, and then you can just quickly, scroll through presets, through patches, like, oh, this looks really cool, and this kind of adds to my riff.
Absolutely.
So that, I think for us that would be impossible to do. Like, I mean, this is not playable. Not by us, at least. A good way to think about it is that what role does it have frequency-wise? Is it low, mid, or high? Is it open or central, right? Is it distorted or is it clean? And like, how can I match multiple of those together so that the whole thing becomes a wall of sound?
Yeah, and in this case, this very deliberate, like, binary kind of on-off feel of like, having very two different pictures that alternate.
That was very important, and that's what's also what the guitars are
with
adding.
No overlap,
Rappelle-moi un peu ce que tu joues.
L'échec.
Trop vite.
Ça va un peu vite.
That'll be badass in the game. That'll be really cool.
Bus
Absolutely, and like a hard one too.
Yeah, that breakdown thing is pretty heavy. It's just a shame it lasts for like 2 bars.
I know.
Pour ça, j'imagine quand même.
Bah ouais, faut que ça bastonne un peu quand même.
On va faire tout un morceau en single coil.
Pas que de la branlette de manche, hein.
Voilà.
Not even those 2 bars could stay in one tempo.
No,
they had to go up.
At this point, we have to go up and up.
Pretty
and
much
up.
every bar, yeah. And here we're getting into the really broken computer abstract shit. Yeah. So the computer is failing. We are out of fuel. This time it's sure we're gonna die.
We can focus. I think the main interest points here are the extra guitars and the FX layers. That's what makes those sections. Those 2 or 3 bars, those are probably the hardest ones in the song.
Qu'est-ce que c'est maintenant?
Ah oui. C'est ça.
Ah oui.
Yeah, and then we get into that third ramp up thing.
Oh, this one is really fun. This one I remember. This becomes more sound designy than musical.
Yeah.
At this point. Oh, ah. No, that was stuff he did at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very nice.
So this is also why it's amazing to have a sound designer as a vocalist,
Yeah.
because he can just do this shit.
That's his shit, yeah.
Oh man, I feel like those breaks are so important.
Yeah.
Like they really make it sound so impressive and scary.
Yeah. Yeah, very fun.
Oh man.
And the extra guitars as well for this section. Yeah, that was super fun.
Finally, an easy part.
Yeah, very cathartic that last take. Like, I was like, fuck you, you're ending this fucking song, and just not paying attention to how tight those bands were, or just like.
They don't need to be.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Alright, tell us about it.
Yeah, I wanted to end the album on a very stripped down section. So acoustic guitar was very fitting, and so it also sounds very organic, more organic than a piano would sound, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the same chord structures as Spore, only minor.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just played like 2 or 3 takes of this entire thing and picked the best one.
Yep.
And it so happens that at the end of this one, through your window, we could hear a delivery truck parking right in front of your house, and there's like this beeping sound that's actually part of this take. Yeah, during those last 3 or 4 chords, that's when you could hear this track.
It was nice of the track to stop right before your last chord.
That was very nice of him.
It was very kind.
Very kind, yeah.
Like he did just what he needed to do.
Very musical.
Very musical. Yeah, like we couldn't done it better. Alright, so that concludes the Commensal Fall. It concludes the behind the scenes for the Amensal Rise.
Yeah.
Cool.
This was one hell of a trip. It was a lot of editing.
For this stuff?
Yeah. It was fun to rediscover all those stems, which you can buy. By the way, very smooth transition. You can buy all the stems and the tabs and the demos for all the songs on the album on our Bandcamp page.
Yeah, if you wanna dive in and listen for yourself.
To all the stupid stuff. Or re-record it to see if, and you probably can make it sound better than what we did.
Alright, thanks you guys so much, and we'll see you for the next Omnerod thing at some point. Magnifique.
Non, si des gens arrivent à la fin de l'album, honnêtement, il faudrait limite enregistrer un petit... Nous vous félicitons d'être arrivés jusqu'ici. Merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté.